So friends, in this session we discuss the modification of the product development process for various types of products and some case studies. The product development process generally follows a structured flow of activity and information flow. This allows us to draw process flow diagram. In the next page we have the various flow diagram for the various types of product. The first figure depicts the process used to develop the market pull product, the technology push product, platform based product, process intensive product, customized and high risk product. In each product development stage is followed by the review, the gate to confirm that the phase is completed and determine whether the project proceeds. The second sketch or the second flow diagram is for the product. They are quick build products, enable a spiral product development process whereby the detailed design, prototype and test activities are repeated a number of times to finalize the design of a product and produce the product and sell in the market of a particular segment. Whereas the figure third for the complex system development process, it shows the decomposition into a parallel stages of work on the many subsystems. That means these are those products in which we are using the various subsystems. So we can work so many systems parallelly and the components. So once the development process has been established within the organizations, a process flow diagram is used to explain the process to everyone on the team. So the first figure, these are the generic product development process, or in other words we can say that the market pull product, platform based product, process intensive, customized. So these are the various stages followed all such type of products. Whereas in the second case, that is a quick build products, enable a spiral product development process. In this process the first three stages are identical as the generic product development process, whereas the next stage where we design the various concepts developed as per the requirement of a customers. So we design, build the prototype and test prototypes, and these can be done till we finalize the design of a product. So every time we have to review the cycles, whatever the deviations is analyzed, it can be, so we can redesign the product, again we build the prototype and test. So many iterations can be done to finalize the design of a product, and then we go for the production ramp up. So here we have all the three types of the production systems. The first is the generic product development or a market pull, platform based, process intensive, etc. Second one is the quick build product that comes under the spiral product development processes. Here there is only difference is we have to design the product, make the prototype and test, and do the various iterations in these three, and we finalize the design and go for the production and ramp up the desired product. And third one is the complex system. It shows the decomposition in the parallel stage after the system level designs. So we have to decompose the products in the various subsystems, and we have to design all the subsystems and do the test, and finally we integrate and test the final product and take the production approval. So the conclusion of integrate and test is we have to get the production approval and finally validation and ramp up the product. And now we discuss one case study of Tyco Enterprises. He is the well-known enterprises for the product development process. They are developing so many products. So the primarily a market pull enterprises. It drives a product development projects on a perceived market needs. They have to perceived means they have to create the needs for their products and utilizes new or established technology to meet the needs and expectation of a customer. So its competitive advantage arises from highly effective marketing channels worldwide. They have the worldwide marketing channels, the strong brand recognitions, a large installed base of equipment, and ability to integrate new technology into its product lines. So the most Tyco products are assembled from component fabricated with relatively conventional process such as molding, machining and electronic assemblies. The products are generally customized for a particular customers in the final sale and installation processes. So the Tyco is primarily aimed to creation of new models of a product rather than at the customization of existing models. So establish a common product development process similar to the generic phased process. It has the different stages. The one is the conceive, then design, optimize and variety. In conceive, they develop the concept definitions, then they have to analyze the feasibility and do the planning. Then after, they make the preliminary design of the product, customized products, review and assess every designs, and finally when all the needs and expectation of a customers is fulfilled, then they have to make a final design. Then go for the optimizations. They have to verify the product and as well as the process verifications, how the product is going to be produced. So they have to optimize the product as well as the process by which they are making the products. And then after, they launch the product and go for the pro-launch assessments. So these are the various stages or phases. It starts from RP0 to RP8. So these are the 9 distinct phases from 0 to 8. It is the standard process established by the Tyco Enterprises. Say some of the Tyco's new products are based on existing technology platforms. To develop such derivatives product, the team assumes the use of existing platform during the concept development. It means they can use the whatever the technology available in the markets. So they use the existing technology platforms and develop the derivatives of the product. That means whatever the products available, they can modify those products as per the expectation of the customers. And some products are designed for specific customers. Some products are used by some specific customers, maybe industrial customer or a personal customer, as private label variant of the standard Tyco products. In these cases, a streamlined process known as rally point is used. Says now we can discuss the various stages of the rally point The first one is the RP0, that is a project registrations. The RP1 is the concept definitions. 2, feasibility and planning. Third one is the preliminary designs. Fourth one is final design. Fifth, the product verifications. Sixth, the process verifications. Then go for the launch. And then the post-launch assessment. That means whenever they launch the products, they can analyze how the customer is utilize the product, and if any suggestion comes, they again redesign as per the needs and expectation of the customers, and again they produce the products accordingly. So in the project registrations, they define the product and the business unit needs, identify customers and market size, describe competitive features and the benefits, identify target cost and the price, identify the project risk, prepare preliminary business case, identify project timing, how much time is available to develop this product, what are the resources and capital required to prepare this product, and in the concept definitions, they develop project concept and charter, capture voice of the customers, analyze customer needs and documents the customer needs, identify critical to quality specifications, develop and select the concept which suited to a particular product, and update the project risk. Then the feasibility and planning. Create product descriptions. So whatever the things needed by a customers, it can be created in a product descriptions. Develop marketing and sales plans. Create phase in and phase out plans. Create functional specification and performance metrics. Review concept selections. Define product architecture, assess technical failure modes, and create preliminary test plan. Then we go for the preliminary designs. So here we have to develop the concept in feasibility and planning. Then we go for the preliminary designs. They create the preliminary designs on the basis of the various concepts, review concepts with the customers, conduct a preliminary design review, build and test alpha prototype. So here in preliminary designs, as per the customer needs and expectations, we are developing so many concepts, and we build and test the alpha prototypes, assess the product failure, begin manufacturing process development. So at this stage, we have to also begin the manufacturing process development, conduct a preliminary manufacturing process review. Then we go for the final designs, detail and optimize the designs. So after testing so many preliminary designs, we have to finalize the design suited to a particular products. So now we go for make a detail and the optimized designs, freeze hardware and software designs, complete engineering documentations. So we have here we need to design each and every components needed to develop this product, draft technical documentations, secure beta prototypes. So here we have to develop, after making a final designs, we go for making a beta prototype, test beta prototype for robustness and reliability, finalize bill of materials, means whatever the materials and components we needed, we have to make a list, develop manufacturing control plans, how it is to be manufactured. So we make the detailed plan for each and every operations, identify long lead time items, and prepare patent applications. Then we go for the product verifications. So we have to demonstrate the product performance. So on the basis of the beta prototype, after testing, so we have to demonstrate the product performance, initialize the field trials. So we put the product in the hand of customers and they can utilize their own environment, finalize design documentations, complete beta prototype and field testings, apply for regulatory approvals. So it depends upon the country for which they are producing the product or a market for which they are going to produce the product. So whatever the legal or regulatory authority approval is needed. So first here we at the product verifications they take the approval, then complete quality assurance testings. Now they are making the product with the process design. During the final design they have to make the product and check the quality assurance, then update manufacturing control plans and also assure the trade compliance. Now we go for the next step, that is a process verifications. Then demonstrate the process performance. So when we are making a beta prototype, then we can use the usual process by which we finally go for making the production of a particular product. So we have to demonstrate the process performance, complete field trials, finalize training plans. If any particular operations there is a need of a training, so we have to finalize the training plans, obtain regulatory approvals, conduct process verification testing, run manufacturing pilots and finalize the manufacturing control plan, and also verify the supply chain readiness. Then we go for launch a product in a market. So launch the product, finalize pricing and sales forecast, complete sales and service training, and finalize the product metrics. So what type of models we are going to produce, we have to finalize here. Then last is the post launch assessment. Identify lesson learned, solicit customer feedback and satisfaction rating, measure sales versus forecast. So now here we have to measure the sales. To begin with the product developments, we have to forecast the quantity of the product is to be absorbed in the market. So here we are going to analyze the sales versus the forecast. Now complete phase in and phase out, register obsolete and scrap product, monitor return on investment. Now here we have to analyze how much return the enterprises received after launching this product. There is a document best practices. So prepare RP8 checklist and submit for approval. Thank you. So dear friends, thanks for hearing me. Now we complete the product development process in 3 sessions, the part 1, part 2 and part 3. So if you have any confusion, kindly tell me on my WhatsApp group. Thank you.